Good morning, everyone. Ayan, it's already 9:02 and we are now going to start our webinar. So first of all, Ayun, once again, good morning everyone, and we are truly sorry for some technical problems na nangyari. Ayan, so now we are going to start, and to finally start this webinar, let's start this with a prayer.
Lord, as we begin today, we ask freshness of your Spirit, that out of confused issues may come simplicity of plan, that out of fear may come confidence, that out of hurry may come deliberation, that out of frustration may come guidance. Let us get to our work, not head first, but heart first. May we be able to disagree without being disagreeable, to differ without being difficult, to be honest without tension, and frank without offense, in an atmosphere of team spirit. Amen. Lord,
Once again, good morning everyone. So, syempre, bago natin ibigay, alamin muna natin yung mga house rules na kailangan nating sundin at tignan at i-assess. Unang-una nga po is yung mute your microphone. Lalo na po kung hindi kailangan, for example, ongoing po yung ating webinar, i-mute po natin ang ating mga mic para hindi po magkaroon ng, kunwari, yung sabay-sabay yung sound, syempre hindi tayo magkakaintindihan. So please let us mute our mic unless magsasalita po tayo, may tatanungin tayo, and etc. Next naman po, syempre is listen. Kailangan nating makinig sa webinar na to. Ayun naman yung purpose nun, di ba? Makinig tayo para maintindihan natin. Kasi, okay, next is that. Ayun. I am Janica Altea M. Calma. I am your host for today's webinar and I am also the editor-in-chief of our school's publication, the City Collegian. Ayun, i-welcome ko po muna kayong lahat sa lahat po ng professor, deans, and doctors po na nandito. Welcome po sa ating webinar for today sa amin pong school paper advisor at sa ating pong speaker mismo na ipapakilala po mamaya ng isa sa ating head. Ayun, magandang araw po sa ating lahat at maraming salamat po sa inyong pagdalo. Ngayon naman, we have Kian Kison, the Associate Editor-in-Chief po for his welcome message and opening remarks. Hello, Kian!
So, hello, Janica. To our dear members of Board of Trustees, to the Vice President for Research and Development, Dr. Orlando B. Molina, to our Deputy Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Ryan B. Coronia, to our ever-supportive School Paper Advisor, Ms. Mary Grace Villaflores, to our very dedicated EIC or Editor-in-Chief, Ms. Janica Altea M. Calma, to the Editorial Board of City Collegian, to our very industrious faculty members, our guest speaker and fellow City Collegian, a pleasant morning everyone. So it is my honor to welcome all of you in today's webinar entitled Pagsisiwalat, the live streaming online workshop. We can all agree that all of these technologies, the social networking sites, our live streaming apps and platforms, specifically, they play a vital role during this pandemic. It is where we can be able to hold our classes turned online classes, our seminars turned webinars, even our church services and many other things that we done with these live streaming platforms. It's still a very handy platform or apps that still keep us, although virtually, with our family, friends, and even to the different community in our society. So I believe having a much interactive training in using these live streaming apps and sites, we are not just honing our skills, but also improving ourselves to be in becoming more responsible user of these platforms, of these applications, that we can say a very helpful tool in delivering a credible and a truth-bearing news for the people. So with that, you can now grab your pens and papers with you, jot down everything we can get from this webinar. And again, welcome in Pagsisiwalat, a live streaming online workshop, and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you so much, Kian. And now, si Jade Boticario po is our head ng writers. Siya po ang magbibigay sa atin ng inspirational message. Ayun, binigay niya na po sa akin yung message niya. Ako na lang po yung magsasabi since nagkaroon po siya ng problem as of now sa kanyang laptop and Wi-Fi. So, ang sabi sa akin ni Jade, ang i-point out niya daw talaga sa kanyang inspirational message is that this publication started from nothing and now we stop to nothing. Kasi sabi niya, actually daw, na-culture shock siya dito na, alam niyo yun, lahat daw kasi willing matuto, we have our weaknesses, pero ginagamit siya as strength. Hindi lahat nasa best, pero lahat gustong mapunta doon. And that is something na na pinanghahawakan ng City Collegian. And most especially sa webinar na to, yung OBS training, wala pa talaga this is our first training and first webinar about OBS, about sa live streaming. Andito po yung iba nating mga live streaming, sila Ate Ellie, sila Mark, and now, napakalaking chance neto para matuto pa sila, magkaroon ng bagong kaalaman, at napakaganda nun kasi hindi na lang siya stock knowledge yung gagamitin natin sa mga susunod na events. Ngayon, meron na talaga, matututo na tayo dahil syempre, ituturo sa atin ng mga speakers. Ayun, sabi nga ni Jade kagabi na hindi to yung publication na to, yung mga tao na nasa loob neto, hindi siya hindi siya nagwo-work para lang sa sarili niya. Nagwo-work siya para sa publication mismo. For the publication itself, walang nagpapagalingan, laging pagtutulungan. Ayun, thank you so much po. Ngayon naman, Ate Nina Obieta, ayan, wala yung picture niyo dyan. Ate Nina, sino nga ba ang ating speaker para sa ating webinar ngayong araw?
So, a pleasant morning po sa ating lahat ulit. So, I am Nina from the City Collegian, and to formally begin our webinar, let me introduce to all of you our speaker for today. So, he is a speaker and instructor who graduated with Bachelor of Science in Information at St. Paul University in Dumaguete and got his Master's of Development Communication at the University of the Philippines, Open University. And he was the editor-in-chief of the monthly Collegian, year 2008 to 2009, and the president of the Collegian Supreme Student Government, year 2011 to 2012. So he is also one of the 10 outstanding students of the Philippine of Central Visayas in the year 2012, and one of the 30 outstanding students of the Philippines with awarding held in the Malacanang Palace in 2012. He represented the country as a delegate in various international conferences, including Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, and India. He also worked as a technical support engineer in the IT operations department of technology company in Dumaguete City for more than 2 years and as a copy editor for 2 years. He is now currently an Information Technology Officer 1 at the Region 7 Focal of the ICT Industry Development Bureau, designated as the Public Information Officer of the office and the lead administrator of VC2's FB page, a resident YouTuber who discusses tech tutorials through his channel, Tech Talks with Pambansang IT Guy, and the Google Certified Educator Level 1. Let us welcome our speaker for today by giving a virtual round of applause, Mr. Joshua Eliazar Domen.
Thank you, Nina and Janica. I hope I am audible and I hope you can see me.
Yes po sir, loud and clear.
Alright, so I can start, no? Nakatutuwa naman, no? Kasi I am also like you guys know before. I was also a writer and a staff of our school paper back in Dumaguete because I am from Dumaguete. So parang ang haba din ng ng crossover ko. I am right now here in Cebu, but I will be instructing you na if I am correct, nasa Bulacan kayo, no? Tama, no?
Yes,
so but regardless of our distance, no, let us thank technology. Kasi kahit na magkakalayo tayo, we are here right now and I'm excited as you are. No, I am excited for you kasi the OBS will actually help you a lot, no, especially in your school, especially in your publication. So, we shall begin now. So, okay na ba? Can I share my screen?
Yes po sir.
Yeah. Alright, I'm sharing my screen. Kita na ba? Okay. Sige. I will begin, ano, I know you are excited. Meron pa ako nakikita, nakasakay pa ng jeep, ano? Parang eager talaga pumunta to learn. Sige. So let us start. But first, let me tell you our objectives for this, for our webinar this morning, ano? Number one is to discuss important terms regarding live streaming. I know perhaps you have heard of some concepts or some terminologies, no? About live streaming, maybe they have come across you already, but this morning we will define them, no? Para we have our standards, no? We have our own standard definition of those terms kasi they are important, they are part and parcel when you do live streaming, especially when you work as a team already, no? You will use terms na dapat maintindihan ng lahat, no? So we'll discuss those terms. Also, to determine and understand the concepts and terminologies in broadcasting as well, because broadcasting is also tantamount to live streaming, no? So we will discuss those terms. And then to familiarize ourselves with OBS Studio, navigate the interface, and produce a sample broadcast. So actually, we have three main parts this morning that we will do. No, the first part is we will discuss terminology. So I'll be telling you, or I will be defining some terms and concepts that are used in live streaming. So more on theoretical siya, ano, ang ating first part. The second part is that I will provide a demonstration on how we use OBS Studio. Okay? And finally, if kaya, no, if pwede, especially yung mga in charge sa ating live streaming, no, ang ating live streamers, earlier mentioned by Janica, if pwede, we can try to produce our sample broadcast. If kaya ng time, and if kaya talaga ng ating facility this morning. Are our live streamers nasa school or are they at home? Paano ba?
Yung iba po, sir, nasa kanya-kanya po nilang bahay ngayon. Tapos yung iba naman po, ayan po, yung nasa jeep ngayon, pupunta po sila ng school, mag-share po sila ng isang laptop po.
Nakatutuwa naman. Sige. Okay. Anyways, nasa last part pa naman yon. So, updated naman tayo, no, sa pagsakay nila ng jeep. Kitang-kita naman. But, if pwede sana, tama yon, sana you stay together, especially yung mga live streamers natin. But nevertheless, we can do it remotely naman eh. I hope that those who will do a practice later have they are administrators of your Facebook page, sana? Or they have access, perhaps? Okay, sige. Para smooth ang ating pag-sample live stream mamaya. If hindi naman, if they are not administrators, I hope that as we go on with the discussion, I hope ma-add na sila, no, as administrators so that maka-practice talaga tayo ng maayos. Okay? So before anything else, before I begin with the theories, please, for those especially who will practice, no, OBS, please download and install OBS Studio from the following site, that is obsproject.com, no? Ngayon na, if pwede maka-open na ng other tab aside dito sa Google Meet, no? Please open or please visit obsproject.com and then mayroong download button doon. It depends sa kung anong OS nyo, no? Kung anong operating system nyo. May it be Windows or Mac, sa mga naka-Apple na MacBook. Meron doon, no? So please download na lang and install immediately. Madali lang naman siya, next lang, and then you will have your OBS na. Okay? So parang sample na lang sa OBS, inopen ko na siya. Ganito ang ating fields, ito ang ating interface ng ating OBS, no? Once you have successfully installed it. Okay? So let me share my slides again. Sige ha, obsproject.com. Please do the needful. Okay. So now let's go. Let's get the ball rolling. What is live streaming? So live streaming is the technology of transmitting audio and video files in a continuous flow over a wired or wireless internet connection. no? So live streaming is now considered a technology, no? Especially nowadays. If you would know perhaps sa mga bloggers natin, they do live streaming, or perhaps, di ba ang ano natin, yung nawala ang ABS-CBN sa television airwaves, no? They resorted to live streaming instead in their Facebook and YouTube na channels, no? So, say for example, yung TV Patrol, although nawala man siya partially sa free to air na channel sa ating mga television, they are still visible sa kanilang Facebook pages and sa kanilang YouTube channel. And so that is a kind of technology wherein, di ba, they transmit not only video, hindi lang ang mga newscasters ang nakikita nyo, but also the audio, no? Naririnig nyo din sila. So live streaming is that kind of technology. Now, live streaming is the broadcast of an event over the internet as it happens, no? So it is very important na merong internet connection while you are doing your live stream, kasi ang ating live stream ay hindi pwedeng gawing offline, no? Or else, mawawala ang inyong live stream if you are doing your live stream, and if biglang naputol ang internet nyo or nawala ang connection, then chances are mawawala din ang inyong pagla-live stream. Okay? So please take note of that, ang ating mga live streamers. Now, live streaming also refers to online streaming media simultaneously broadcasted and recorded in real time. Diba, once you do live streaming, no, pwede nyo siyang mapanood after as a replay. Am I right? Say for example, may na-miss kayo na a TV show na binroadcast online or over their social media channels, you can still watch them kasi they are automatically recorded. Not unless they delete the video or they click the option on not saving the video after recording. Pwede naman yun. But by default, nare-record talaga ang live stream, no? Right? After a live stream. So it lets you watch, create, and share videos in real time, a bit like TV. So all you need to be able to live stream is an internet-enabled device like a smartphone or tablet and a platform such as a website or app to live stream from. So later on, we will discuss, parang bumibigat ng ating mga terms but we'll discuss them one by one. Okay? And also, please let me know if I am going too fast. Kasi actually, hinahabol ko ang oras, no, para makapractice talaga tayo, no, sa ating pag-OBS. Okay? So, most live streams are public and can be watched by hundreds or even thousands of people. So, kayo, say for example, ang the City Collegian ay natoka sa pag-feature or pag-broadcast ng inyong live stream, ng inyong graduation, no? Say for example lang, natoka kayo or you are tasked or in charge sa pag-live stream ng ating graduation this coming March, blah, blah. You cannot only share the live stream to your community dyan sa Bulacan, or hindi lang sa mga parents or sa mga students, no? Since say for example, we are still limited to holding a graduation na face-to-face, no? Hindi lang sa mga nandyan, but also since live streaming is worldwide, it is global, if your students or your graduating students have parents or families abroad, diba, they can still watch you, no? They can still watch you march. That's the good thing about live streaming, because it doesn't it is not only for your community dyan, but it is also for everyone, no? As long as they have internet connection, they have devices, diba? And also, depending on the privacy settings, live streams may be viewed only by select people. Pwede din, no? You can actually limit sino ang pwedeng makapanood ng live stream nyo, no? That can be adjusted. So viewers, that one good thing also about live streaming is that viewers can comment and interact live by posting messages that appear beside the live stream, diba? So humans as we are, diba, we want interaction, and so once we see comments, no, from our netizens who are watching your live stream, that's actually a good thing, no? They can also share emojis such as hearts and gifts such as coins which appear on the screen. And the netizens also can reshare your live stream, no, so that it would spread like wildfire. All right. So the inspiration to live stream comes from reality TV and YouTube, where you can broadcast anything you are doing right there in the moment all across the world. No, I think that is self-explanatory na. No? So a variety of online events can be done, like webinars, awarding or recognitions, di ba? News reports, as what I have mentioned earlier, online shows, perhaps gaming if you're a gamer, no, and you want to live stream your your ML or what else games na you have there, pwede nyo siyang i-live stream. And ngayon pinagkakakitaan na siya actually, no, ng mga gamers natin ang pagla-live stream. So aside from that, ginagamit din siya sa vlogging, sa virtual graduation ceremonies or school functions, mga recognition days, pwede yan. Mga online conferences, no? Online meetings. Itong ginagawa natin, no? If di ba, webinar to, and this is exclusive only for us, no? At sa mga members ng City Collegian or perhaps ng school natin. But you can actually live stream this as well in your social media accounts, no? In your Facebook page or in your YouTube channel. Pwede yan. And if ever nagagawa kayo ng another webinar, the next time you do a webinar, di ba? After this, pwede na kayong mag-live stream, di ba? If you allow it, no? So also podcasts, Derby, yung online sabong, di ba? That is also live streaming, no? Pageants, di ba? Meron ng mga beauty pageants na nag-transform dahil sa pandemic into an online or virtual one. I think, ano ba yun? Miss Earth ata yun, no? Na I think they've been doing it for 2 consecutive years already. Walang mga naging positive thanks to doing it online, no? So contests, no? If may mga pakulo kayo, mga gimmicks na pa-contest, you can do it via live streaming. And also naka uppercase talaga ang recording, because I believe some of you, especially teachers who are here right now, you want to record, no? And you are perhaps finding a way or an application to record, no? Perhaps your classes ba or your tutorials para hindi na paulit-ulit. You can also do live streaming. Okay? So ako personally, why do I live stream? If I may share, no? As you all know, as earlier mentioned, I have a recent YouTuber. Number one, it is exciting when you live stream, di ba? And you know that there will be people who will be watching you or who will be listening to you. It's kind of exciting, no? And also, I started live streaming because I wanted to get monetized in YouTube, which I am actually doing right now. Yay! Thanks to live streaming. That is actually an open secret, no? Because when you do live streaming, the more for those who do not know it yet, kasi parang I think most of you know already na, in order for you to get monetized, first you have to have 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 worth of watch hours, no? Para ma-monetize kayo sa YouTube natin. You need those, no, na requirements. Now, I have learned that when I did live streaming, I got more watch hours and subscribers, no? Kasi when you do live stream, nakikita din yan sa mga home pages, no? Or sa mga suggestions or recommendations sa YouTube channel, no? Na mga audience, no? Plus the fact na may nanonood ng inyong live stream, then people get hooked, no, sa inyong live stream, the more ang madadagdag sa inyong watch hours na 4,000 ang kailangan, no? So if ever you are a blogger here or you are a YouTuber and hindi nyo pa nare-reach, hindi pa kayo nagmo-monetize, I suggest na you do live stream because that is the easier way, no, to get the subscribers and watch hours required that you need. Also, I prefer live streaming, no, because it gets recorded automatically. Kasi ako, medyo tamad din ako na mag-record and gawa ng video to edit. So what I do is that instead I live stream, no, kaysa mag-edit, no. Also, there is a chance for easy monetization. Okay, kasi may mga gifts na tayo, mga super chats, no, super gifts sa YouTube, no, na live stream, and even stars sa Facebook na live stream, no? So, once you do that, the audience, if they find you interesting or nagustuhan nila ang live stream nyo, they can give you gifts na makaka-monetize kayo kaagad. Okay? So, perhaps kayo din, if it is allowed by your school, and you are, and if you want to start a fundraising campaign, perhaps, then you can do a lot of webinars, no, related perhaps sa inyong school or related sa inyong school paper, then you can do so, and then you can actually earn from that if you want to raise funds, no, if that is allowed by your school. So benefits of live streaming, it can automatically help in reaching your target audience, diba? Kayo, perhaps your school paper is tasked to reach the student body, no? To all the students that may be your target audience. So automatically, it can help you reach, no, your target audience, your mga fellow students nyo na non-school paper staff. Next, live streaming platforms are cheap and are also available for free in the world of digital streaming, no? So you won't spend financially, no, when you stream. Libre lang lahat, not unless you want to upgrade your gadgets, your devices, especially your web camera, perhaps hindi lang yung sa built-in laptop nyo, or perhaps you want to buy a microphone na rinig lahat, no? You can upgrade and spend money, but by default there is no need for you to spend money, no? Sabi nga nila, hindi yan, no? Yung sa Indian pana, no? Sabi nila, it's not about the pana. Hindi daw yun sa bow and arrow na gamit nyo. But it is about the Indian, no? It's about the skills of that person, of you as staff, no? So, yung mga upgrades na camera, web camera, or microphone, upgrade lang yun, but still it will be your efforts that will be counted. It will be your skills that will be counted. So it is easy to set up. All it requires is an internet-enabled device with an active account on the chosen streaming platform. Okay? So yun lang. As long as you have a good and stable internet connection and you have the devices needed, then you can live stream immediately. It helps in increasing your visibility by reaching a larger audience despite their locations, and also brings in better sales conversions, no? Especially if you are monetizing, no? Live streaming will really help you give a boost in raising funds, no? And also, since this is worldwide, not unless you limit your settings, no, to the Philippines lang or to your area locally, then you can reach a larger audience, diba? Kayo as a school paper, you can now partner with other school papers abroad, diba? Because other nations or other countries also have their own school papers, no? Who knows, diba? Who knows, Harvard will notice you, diba? Or other Ivy League schools will notice you because of your live stream, no? So that's one benefit of live streaming. Now, it even offers you opportunities to monetize by going live, as I have earlier mentioned already. And live streaming and archiving events is easier, no? The captured moments can be utilized for sales or any promotional campaigns. Or kayo, there is no need for you to record the proceedings, because once you do live streaming, after that, no, that is already automatically recorded, no? So that's the beauty of live streaming. Now, if I were to ask you before I proceed, kayo as a school paper, as the city collegian, or as a school, why are you interested? Bakit nyo ko pinatawag? Ba't nyo ko in-invite to conduct this OBS na live streaming? Anyone? You can share it sa chat or you can unmute. It doesn't matter. I just want to hear it from you. Bakit? Bakit tayo nandito ngayon? Any specific reasons? John, do you want to share something?
Sir, ano po kasi, tawag dito, may nagla-live stream po sa amin, pero hindi pa po talaga, wait, mapapalit ako dito, naglalag sa akin.
Ayun po, sir. Rinig na po ba ako?
Yes, loud and clear. Wala nang echo.
Ayun, alam mo po ba, sir, hinanap talaga kita, tapos ikaw yung ko, tawag po dito. Kasi parang nagkaroon po kayo ng talk last time din about sa OBS. Sabi ko, nakakatulong to sa publication. Kasi, lang po, ang marunong lang po sa amin mag-OBS, 2, tas mga basic knowledge pa lang din po talaga. Tas kada may event po kami, kapag wala yung 2, parang nararatel po kaming lahat. Tas ngayon, ayan, sabi nga po nila, hindi na tayo kakabahan pag wala yung 2. Ayun po, sir.
Ayun, sige. Ang galing naman. So it is good to know, no? Good to know na meron na tayong mga experts dito sa pag-OBS. And that is true, no? Na, of course, we could not rely on these 2 people alone. No? Tama ngayon. What if wala sila? What if wala silang internet connection or whatever you have there? It is good na there are around 30 people called today to participate para once those 2 are not available, we have other alternatives to do so. And perhaps then, no, outside school, you can make use of live streaming as well. Diba? Especially if you are vloggers. Uso na ngayon ang pagbablog. And this can help you, no? So whatever your reason is, personal or this is school-based, then I appreciate your attendance today. So please bear with me na lang and let me know if I'm too fast, no? Para I can relax a little. So nakita ako ni Jan. Nagulat ako biglang may nag-message sa akin. Sige. Okay, so let us proceed. So ito na nga, we transform through OBS, no? Or through a streaming software, hindi lang OBS, we transform an ordinary na webcam feature, perhaps, no? This is just taken from a webcam, ito nasa left. But once we inject already, once we add some features that are used in a streaming software, ang malalive stream na natin ay itong nasa right na. Diba? So this was a webinar that we had before, and from an ordinary na ito lang, no, na live stream, we can convert it into something more aesthetically pleasing, no, more pleasing to the eyes, no. So that will be our goal, no, this morning. Okay. So, ano mga kailangan? What are needed for us to live stream? Ito na. Yung mga expert live streamers natin, kinig-kinig na lang kasi you already know this, but for the benefit of others who are not live streamers, then I hope, as what our speakers earlier said a while ago, I hope your pen and paper are ready, or perhaps your notepad, if you're doing it virtually, are ready, no? So, number 1, a live streaming platform. This is where you want to broadcast. Saan ba? No? Are you broadcasting it sa Facebook Live through your Facebook page? No? Are you doing it through your YouTube channel if your school paper or your school has a YouTube channel? No? Are you also streaming it sa Twitch, especially sa gamers natin, no? I'm not sure yet, no, if this is already if these are already supported, kasi wala akong TikTok or Kumu na account. I'm not yet sure, but I believe na there are ways, no, to stream it sa TikTok and Kumu using OBS. I'm not sure yet, no, but chances are you can do such, no? So these are our live streaming platform, no? Ang platform, yung mga social media accounts nyo kung saan kayo magla-live stream. Now, not to confuse live streaming platform with the live streaming software or encoder na tinatawag natin, it allows you to mix and produce what should be shown on the internet, no? So before natin i-broadcast live sa inyong streaming platform, kailangan muna nating i-encode 'yon, no? Through our live streaming software. Although you can already live stream directly, no? Using your live stream na platform, 'di ba? You can do live kahit sa mga personal Facebook accounts nyo, you can do that already. But if you want to make it more pleasing, no, aesthetically pleasing, if you want it to be more organized, no, then we should use a live streaming software or encoder, no? If you could imagine, imagine class na yang imagine a TV Patrol news or perhaps 24 oras news na walang logo ng 24 oras sa taas or sa baba, walang marquee or walang yung parang nagso-scroll sa baba, no? Na parang bits of news sa ilalim ng inyong TV screens, no? Or perhaps ang pag-transition going to another segment, 'di ba, it would be plain and it would be bland, no? Kung wala, as in walang mga art effects. Now once we make use of a live streaming software, we now have an aesthetically pleasing, no, more professional and more organized kind of experience or viewing experience, no, for our audience. Okay? So what else aside sa live streaming software? So ang live streaming software natin, I will enumerate later all of them, no? Because there are actually a lot to choose from. We also need a fast and stable, very reliable internet connection. Because chances are, pag hindi reliable ang internet nyo, nako, mapuputol yan, no? Ang inyong pagla-live, masasayang. So, kailangan talaga ng perhaps a safe na rin na internet connection kasi baka biglang nawawala. Nako, lagot tayo dyan. Okay? And then, aside from those three, kailangan din natin ng mga capture devices, no? Ano mga capture devices natin? Ito yung mga input devices natin na kailangang ipasok sa live streaming software, no? Examples are yung microphone nyo, no? Although meron na tayong built-in na microphone, no, sa mga laptops natin. Headset din, meron ding built-in or merong speakers, no, by default ang laptops natin. Also, meron ding camera, no, na kailangan kasi para makita ang mga beautiful and handsome faces natin. Although by default, ang mga laptops natin or desktops meron na, but perhaps the quality are not that nice, no? I think we have nga default web camera sa laptop, but the pixels are not that good. So let's take this as investments na lang, no? Especially if meron tayong funds sa school paper and we really have to make it serious ang pagla-live stream, then meron mga mura, no? Mga cheap and affordable na mga capture devices, no? Because it will enhance, no, your experience sa pagla-live stream. Okay? So ito na nga, ito ang mga live streaming software natin. Na-mention na natin ang mga live streaming platform. Now, these are our live streaming software. Okay? So meron tayong Wirecast, vMix, VidBlaster X, FFmpeg, XSplit Broadcaster. Ang Zoom actually, no, pwede niyo siyang gamitin pang live stream. Merong buttons doon if you're an admin. Stream this to Facebook or stream this to YouTube channel. Meron. The only thing about Zoom is that although you can live stream, you could not modify or enhance the effects, no, or the aesthetics, no. Wisiwig lang ang Zoom. What you see is what you get. Kung ano nakikita nyo sa Zoom, yun lang din ang live stream, no, or ma-broadcast sa inyo ang platforms. So The most commonly used live streaming applications or software right now are StreamYard, no? Nung pandemic, naglibre ang StreamYard. No, I'm not sure if it's still free today. No, but that is one of the easiest software. We also have Streamlab OBS, no? Ang Streamlab OBS that is web-based. Pwede din siyang ma-standalone, but you have to pay some hefty amount of money to make use of other features, no? Mga premium account. Parang Canva lang yan, no? Parang Canva na. It is free, you can access it, but you are not entitled or you're not eligible to access all the features, no? All the photos that are available there. And finally, save the best for last, ang OBS Studio. Okay? So, for this morning, I will be focusing on OBS Studio, no? But if in any case you want to know more about StreamYard or Streamlabs, I have already made a tutorial about how to use them. You can go to my channel, Tech Talks with Tambansang IT Guy, if in any case you want to know the two. But nevertheless, what I really would suggest to you, no, is OBS Studio. And why is that so? These are comparisons, no? So what is OBS Studio and why OBS Studio? Ito na. Bakit OBS Studio, sir? May na-mention kay ibang mga applications or software, but OBS Studio talaga. So Open Broadcaster Software Studio is a free and open source software for live streaming developed by you, Bailey, in 2012. In other words, libre lang siya, class. No, you have nothing to pay. If yung mga may nag-download na kanina or earlier, di ba, wala kayong binayaran just to download it. Okay? It is the first and original, the father of all broadcasting software we have today, where they are actually based from. Yung mga na-mention kanina, kahit yung Streamlab and other live streaming software that were mentioned, binase din siya sa OBS Studio. If you would feel, if you will navigate their interface, masasabi nyo na it's it's an enhanced copy of OBS Studio. Okay? It is compatible with most operating systems like Windows, Mac, Linux, and others, and it's easy to understand. While other streaming software are it is not compatible. It is only compatible with Windows alone, no? Or others are compatible with Mac lang. And once you install them in other OS, hindi siya gagana. Where you compare it with OBS Studio, mostly gumagana siya, no? It will work in any operating system. Okay? It is the gold standard of live streaming today and is even used by major news outfits. If hindi nyo alam, no, ang mga news organizations natin, ang ating mga major networks, no, especially when they do live, they're actually using OBS Studio. So what you will be learning today is the gold standard of what most outfits use now, no? So I hope you will listen, no, as we navigate. Ayun, and let me reiterate, it is free, no? You have nothing to pay for it, and also because it is free and it is open source, no, na software, there are a lot of developers, no, who support, no. There is already a community of OBS na live streamers na they give suggestions or they provide tutorials on how to use OBS Studio, and they give a lot of features, no. So if you want to search for something, paano kaya mag-add ng ganito in OBS, there are a lot of responses, there are a lot of answers that you can get from your search engines, no? Because since OBS is open source. Okay? Ang problem lang sa naging open source siya is a lot of copycat versions of applications mushroomed, madaming nagsilitawan na copycat, and binase din siya sa OBS. But nevertheless, right now, let us enjoy that ABS na tuloy, OBS is free. Okay? So, I think we shall begin now. So, if we have time, I will tell you the tips and techniques. But for now, we shall begin with the tutorial, ang ating live demo on how we navigate OBS. So, I hope you are excited. If you are, or if you are ready, please type yes sa ating chat panel so that we know naman that you are ready. Hindi lang ako ang ready. Isa lang ang nag-yes, isa lang ang ready. How about the others? Ayan, may mga heart pa. Sige. Yes, oo, yes, sabi ni Alana. Yes, with ano ba yung emoji na yan? With heart, sabi ni Sofia. Sige. Okay. Sige, so we shall begin. And nakikita nyo naman ang screen ko, no? This is... Sa akin lang ba? Or malabo ba ang dating sa inyo? Is it okay ba? I hope nakikita nyo ang screen ko, no? So this is an install OBS. Please open your OBS. And let me know if magkaiba tayo ng interface. Baka hindi OBS ang na-download nyo. Baka a copycat na version. Magkaiba? Perhaps kulay. No? Kasi I think it's not the default color of OBS. I'm not sure. Kasi you can actually change the colors. May settings dito to change your interface. No? Sige. Oh, medyo po magkaiba. Ano ba talaga? Same lang, sabi ni Michelle. Sige. So ito na ang ating OBS. Now, this is the default view, no? This is the default view of OBS. Pero mahirap to siya ipalabas or i-live stream. Okay, kung ganito lang ang inyong view. So what we shall do first, no? Every time you open your OBS is to change it into studio mode. Okay? Punta kayo sa bottom right ng inyong OBS na interface and makikita nyo sa fourth, no? Sa fourth button, mayroong studio mode. So please click on that and ang lalabas na is dalawa na ang screens na makikita nyo. Okay? So, ang nasa left is ang preview, while ang nasa right is ang program. Now, anong differences ng dalawa? Sir, bakit dalawa itong screens natin ngayon na nasa interface ng OBS? Yung nasa left class, itong preview, is where you edit. No? This is where you customize the appearance of what will be live streamed. Okay? While ang nasa right, ang program, this is now the actual feed that is being broadcasted. Okay? Once again, ang preview, dito kayo mag-e-edit, dito kayo mag-customize kung anong gusto nyong ipalabas sa inyong program. Now, ang program is uneditable. Okay? Meaning to say, hindi nyo makiklik-click kung anong nasa program na interface, but you can do so sa preview. Okay? Meaning to say, ang program is already the live actual feed na binabato nyo sa inyong platform. Okay? Program is uneditable while preview is editable. Now, say for example, you make changes, no? Once you make changes sa preview, hindi yan kagad magre-reflect sa program. Not unless you click on transition na nasa gitna nila. Okay? Say for example, naglagay kayo ng picture dito sa preview, hindi yan agad lilitaw sa program, sa actual live feed, not unless you click on transition na nasa gitna nila. Okay? So you can adjust ang mga transitions natin, no? You can choose kung anong kind, no, ng transition. You can choose the kind of kung gaano kabilis, no, ang pag-fade niya or ang pag-cut, no. So, nevertheless, itong transition ang pag-enable na sa inyong i-edit sa preview papunta sa program. Okay, I hope that is clear. If that is clear, please type clear sa ating chat panel. Baka hindi na kayo nasunod. Clear ba ang difference ng preview and program? Ay, wala? Walang nasagot? Hindi ata clear? Ayun. Clear po. Sige. Okay. Now we proceed to the 5 main na selections, no, or interface na nasa baba, no? Tapos na tayo sa taas, punta tayo sa baba. Meron tayong 5, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 na menu options sa baba. First is we have a scene. Is a collection of sources, no, na nasa right. Okay? Once again, a scene is a collection of the sources na nasa katabi lang, no, ng scenes na interface. Now, what is a scene? Ito na yung actual page or actual feed na gusto nyong ipakita sa inyong program. Ang one scene can be a collection of pictures or videos or perhaps any essential element na nasa sources. Say, for example, you have a scene, no? For example, you are doing a webinar, no? You have one scene for the standby. Say, for example, no, hindi pa nagsisimula ang inyong webinar, and so ilalagay nyo doon na please stand by. We will begin in 5 minutes. That is one scene, no? The next scene is perhaps your main scene, no? Your main scene is, ito na yung nandito na si speaker or nandito na si host, si moderator, dyan yung na ipapakita ang slides, no? That is another scene. Then perhaps you will make another scene for the Q&A, no? Maybe ang scene nyo sa Q&A is si host and si speaker ay magkatabi, no? Different sources para sa camera ni host and another camera for kay speaker. So pwede nyo yang i-modify na ganyan. And then perhaps you have another scene for the ending, no? Perhaps merong evaluation form na you want to share to your audience after the webinar, so you can have one scene for that. Okay? Now, how do you add a scene, no? By default, meron na tayong isang scene, ano? Now, you can actually rename that. You just have to right-click on it and then rename. Say, for example, this scene is about standby, no? For example, meron kayong webinar and you're asked, it is still 5 minutes before your webinar, then you can have a scene for that sa standby, no? Now, what if you have another scene for the main, no? Yung nakwento ko kanina, yung sa main na main scene nyo, yun na ang actual or yun na ang scene for where the speaker will talk about his topic, no? Since meron kayo invited resource speaker, para mag-add kayo ng scene is punta lang kayo dito sa plus, no? Plus na button. When you hover it, lalabas naman na add. So add kayo ng scene and mag-open ang another dialog box and you will be asked to enter the name of the scene. By default, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, and so on and so forth ang default naming niya. But if you want it to make easier, then you can customize it on your own. Say, for example, I will name this. So we now have two scenes. We have a standby scene and a main lobby scene. Now, what if gusto kong gumawa ng another scene? No? Gawa ko ng ibang eksena para sa Q&A na part. No? Because Q&A happens after the talk of the speaker. So, add lang tayo ulit. Hingi ulit ng pangalan. Then perhaps we can write Q&A. No? And then, so we now have three scenes, no? Three different scenes. So, add pa tayo ng last. And perhaps this is the closing na scene, no? So, we can rename that to closing. Now, what if, no? What if, class, you have decided na wala ng Q&A, no, na scene. You will forgo of the Q&A scene already because siguro for time constraints, no, hindi na kayo magpapatuloy sa Q&A or perhaps ang mga tanong ay nasagot na sa main na lobby. You can delete a scene by clicking or going to that scene and then right-click, remove, or another easier way is yung katabi ng plus, no, yung minus, no? You can click on that and it will ask for confirmation if you will remove Q&A. So, yes. So, as you can see, tatlo na lang ang natira, di ba? Since we have decided to forgo of the Q&A na scene. Now, it depends on you, no? Pwede nyong i-shuffle ang order, no? By using this mga up and down na arrows, no? You can move it down. So, mauna na si main lobby. So, si standby na ang nasa gitna. Or pwede nyong ibalik by moving it up, no? So, you now have various scenes. Okay? So, that is the essence of our scenes, no? Depende kung anong mga eksena na ipapalabas nyo. Each scene has its own purpose. Kasi if hindi siya naka-scene, if you will just use one scene, you will have a hard time in transitioning. Okay? So, mas mabuti na you are prepared. What if sabi ni director, go na sa tapos na tayo sa standby na scene, go now to the main lobby. Instead na mag-edit pa kayo ng iisang scene lang, you can now prepare, no? You can make preparations and adjustments before, no, or ahead of the time when it is already asked to transition to that. Okay? Now, as I have earlier mentioned, every scene has a collection of sources. Now, pupunta na tayo sa katabi, no, na interface or na area. Ang sources. Now, one by one, I will tell you the essential elements that you can make use of, no, sa inyong sources. Now, remember na kung ano ang naka-activate na scene, is it standby, is it main lobby, is it closing, yun din ang sources na ma-edit nyo. Okay? So say for example, nag-edit kayo ng sources sa standby na naka-activate, it will reflect sa standby na scene. If you are editing sources na nasa main lobby naka-activate, yun ang mag-activate or ma-edit nyo. Okay? I hope hindi pa information overload, Sige, so punta na tayo sa sources. Now, ang sources, this is now this is where you already customize, no, kung anong appearance ang gusto nyong ipakita or ipalabas. Okay? So, you can add a lot of elements, no, for your sources. So, i-activate natin ang standby, no, na scene, no, not main lobby, not closing, but the standby. We activate that, and then we go sa sources and we add an element. Okay? So, ito siya, mga options na ito, ang pwede nyong i-add sa inyong sources. Okay? Now, let's go to each one by one and let's differentiate them. Now, audio input capture, yan, ang pinakauna, is mga capture devices for your audio. Say, for example, are you using or do you want to use the default na microphone sa laptop nyo para ma-capture ang audio? Or do you have a plugged-in microphone na yun ang makukuha, yun ang makaka-capture para ma-feed sa inyong stream? Pwede yun. Now, once you click on it, it will ask for the device, no? Pwede, ang lalabas una is default talaga, but you can choose other, no? Itong microphone, no? Ito, microphone and capture input terminal, ito yung mga built-in, no, na microphones sa laptop ko na gamit ngayon. But also, I am making use of a headset, no? So, if I want na mas malinaw, no? If I want na mas malinaw yung narinig ng mga audience ang audio ko, I would prefer yung in-insert ko na headset, no? So, I know na this is the one that I inserted because ang brand name is lalabas, no? I'm using a Huawei headset. So I click on that, no? And you press OK. So you now have an audio input capture, no? Na nasa sources. Okay? So anything na maririnig, no? Or anything na makaka-capture ng aking microphone with my how do you call this, with my microphone na kaka-insert ko lang, then yan din ang lalabas, no, sa aking live stream. Okay? Now next is ang audio output capture, no, ng device. What is the difference between audio input and audio output, no? Ang audio input is the speaker, no, of that topic, while ang audio output is the microphone for the audience, no? Say for example, this is a live na face-to-face na session, and you want to hear the cheers of the crowd, or perhaps you want to you want to also capture ang mga hiyawan, ang mga palakpakan ng mga audience natin, there is a special microphone for that, no? And that is the audio output capture. Pwede nyo i-position ang audio output nyo doon sa mga audience malapit para mas makuha ang pag-capture, no? Sa kanilang mga hiyawan, sigawan, palakpakan, pwede. Whereas compared sa audio input, ito na ang para sa moderator or para sa speaker, no? Malapit. So differences between the two, input and output na audio. Next is ang browser, no? So ang browser is an interface, no? Kung saan OBS has its own browser. So anything na ipapakita nyo dito na website or URL is makikita dyan sa area na yan. So say for example, ano ba? Let's try youtube.com. And then you can adjust the width and the height by pixels, no? So you try kung okay. So as you can see, no, this area. So as you can see, meron ng area on the browser. And di ba ang pinili ko na link is youtube.com, no? So OBS will create an area wherein pupunta siya sa youtube.com, no? And ipapalabas niya. Now as you can see, no? As you can see now, iba ang nasa preview and iba ang nasa program. Kung sa preview, na-activate na ang ating browser, sa program wala pa. It is because, bakit nga uli yun? It is because hindi pa natin nakiklik ang transition. Once again, ang ila-live feed lang ng ating OBS ay yung nasa program. No? So any edits that you do Sa preview, if hindi nyo naman kinlik ang transition, hindi din yan makikita sa yung live stream. Now, once I click on the transition, di ba? Kita na, no? Nag-reflect na kung anong changes nyo dito. Say for example, si browser natin gusto kong i-move to the bottom right, no? Hindi pa siya nag-reflect sa program, it is because hindi pa natin kiniklik ang transition. But once we click on it, ayun na. Ito na ang magpapakita sa ating live stream. Okay? This is not only true for browsers, but to all other elements sa sources din. No? As you can see, di ba, lumabas na din ang ating audio mixer, no, ang katabi ng sources, and nandito lahat ng mga audio. And nagre-reflect din kung gaano ka lakas o kahina ang boses ko. It is because activated na ang aking microphone, di ba? Yan. By decibels. Okay? Now, so after browser, is ang color source. So, ang color source is parang, ano lang siya, rectangle wherein you can modify the colors. Okay? Say, for example, gusto nyong, di ba by default, color black ang ating interface no, sa OBS. Say, for example, gusto nyong lagyan ng ibang kulay ng ating background, you can do so sa color source. No? So once you click on that, you can select now a color, no? So gusto niyo bang pink, blue, green, no? Gusto niyo bang yellow? Yan. You can do so, no? So i-click ko lang yung okay. Yan. Meron na tayong yellow, no? Now, kung napapansin nyo, nawala na si ating browser. Actually, hindi siya nawala, but natabunan lang ng ating color source. So, ang order natin, no, layering, if you know Photoshop class, ganun ding principle na layering sa ating OBS. Kung anong nasa ibabaw, yun talaga ang mag-overlap kung anong nasa ilalim. Okay? Say for example, di ba si color source nasa pinakataas, no? Nandito tayo sa sources. Kung i-click natin si browser, nag-activate no, ang kanyang lines, pero hindi natin siya makita. It is because natabunan na siya ng color source. Kung gusto nyo ipaibabaw si browser, you just have to drag this up or gamitin nyo tong arrows, no, arrow up or arrow down. So as you can see the order now, nasa pinaka-ibabaw na si browser, while si color source ay nasa ilalim na. No? And you can click on that. So pwede nyo din i-adjust, no, si color source, you can adjust it. WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get. And pwede, say for example, no, pwede nyo din siyang i-lock. No? If, di ba ngayon, movable siya, no? You can move it anywhere as long as you click on it. Kung gusto nyo na hindi siya gumalaw, as in fixed lang siya dyan, you can lock that element by going here. No? Itong may padlock na icon, you just have to lock it and then ayan na, hindi ko na ma-move si color source. Okay? Also, you can hide or unhide it. Yung katabi ng ating lock, no? If gusto nyo makita or hindi, although hindi nyo siya i-delete, ang purpose nyo lang is hindi siya makita, meron nito sa Photoshop, you just have to click on that, no? So, hindi na nagpakita ang mata niya or naka-disabled na ang mata niya, it means hindi siya makita, pero hindi nyo dinelete, no? If you want to delete it, you just click on, you activate such element and then press the remove or right click and then remove or pwedeng delete diretso, pwede din. No? So once again, hindi pa siya makita ang changes sa program. It is because hindi pa natin kinlik ang transition. No? So once we click on transition, ayan na. Nag-reflect na kung anong gusto nyong ipakita sa inyong manonood. Now, as you can see no, sa program, it's uneditable. Hindi ko siya ma-move. No? Itong browser natin, gusto kong i-move but I could not. Pero sa preview, you can do so as long as hindi din siya nakalock. No? Yan. Now, after color source, no, we have display capture. Okay? Now, display capture class is if you have monitors, no? If you have external displays, you can make use of such, no? Say for example, ito, no? Right now, I have dual screens class. I have dual monitors being used right now. So as you can see, if there is a drop-down of menu kung ano ipapakita ko na monitor display, it could be display 1, no, or display 2. So ang display 2 ko ngayon is yung OBS ko. No, baka malito kayo, no? Well, ang display 1 is ang Google Meet ngayon. Actually kayo nasa laptop ko ang Google Meet, no? While ang pag-hover ko or pag-maniobra ko sa OBS is nasa left ko na monitor. So say for example, I click on that. So ayan na. I can adjust, no? So this works well if you have, say for example, a presentation, no? Example, you are doing a webinar and then dito nakalagay ang nasa kabilang monitor nyo ang presentation slides nyo, no? So, ayan. That is the display capture, no? Say for example, you want to change the capture, no? You just have to right-click on it. Say for example, ang gusto nyong ipakita is yung nasa kabilang monitor, then you just have to right-click sa sources, sa display capture, and then click on properties ulit. Tapos, pili na kayo or piliin nyo yung nasa kabila. So, ayan. Masakit sa mata, pero ang nakikita nyo ngayon na dinidisplay is ang nasa kabilang monitor ko, which is the OBS. Okay, I hope hindi pa kayo nalilito, no? Ibalik ko lang siya sa display 1 para hindi masakit sa mata. Yan. Kayo actually class is nasa laptop ko, no? Kayo nasa Google Meet. While ang kabilang monitor is sa OBS. Okay? So after display capture is ang game capture. I won't explain this na lang since the purpose of this webinar is not for gaming, no? But you can do so. So if in case you are playing Mobile Legends or ano pang mga games niya na gusto nyong i-live stream, no? PUBG, no? You can do so by making use of this element, ang game capture. Okay? Next class is ang image, no? So image is, as it explains it by itself, magpapalabas to ng any picture, no? Any image, no? So once you click on it, you will be asked to browse for a picture, no? So kung meron na kayong prepared picture ahead of time, then you can select on that. So in my case, meron na kaming ginawang parang pub or publication material for a webinar that happened in the past. I-select ko na lang yon or i-locate ko na lang yon locally, no? Sa aking files. And this was the poster that we prepared, no? And so I just have to click on that or select that. So you can adjust the size class, no? Kasi masyadong malaki din itong pinipare namin na picture. No, ayan. So producing creative live streams, di ba, related sa ating topic today, no? You can do so. Now, once again, class, if you want to hide this, no, yung mga nauna natin na mga elements, no? Kasi ang gusto lang natin ipakita is ito lang poster since nasa standby tayo, no? I can do so by not deleting it, but by hiding it gamit itong mga mata, di ba? You just have to highlight you have to select that element and you click on that. So, ayan. Hindi siya na-delete, but ginawa ko lang siyang invisible. So, pati itong isa. So, what is left na nakikita sa akin ngayon is ang poster ko. No? Diba? Yan. So, I click on transition again para pag live stream ko, ito na talaga ang nakikita. Ako ang nakikita, ako ang nasisisi. Okay, so let's explore the other elements sa sources. So, tapos na tayo sa image. Meron ding image slideshow class. So, ang image slideshow, as it explains, is mag-represent siya ng slideshow. Automatically, you don't have to click, press. Or automatically, it will hover pictures, no? And then, you have to add the image files dito. Say, for example, you have multiple pictures, no? So, you just have to add here sa pinakababa niya sa mga files, no? You have to locate those pictures para for the playback, no? And then you can choose if you want it to naka-loop ba siya after matapos nung last picture, will it restart all over again, no? To the first picture, you can do so. Okay? Yan ang image slideshow. Okay? Then after image slideshow, we have media source class. So media source is for videos, no? Mga audiovisual presentations na gusto nyong ilagay dyan, perhaps while you are waiting sa standby, no? So you can add there media source, and then you can locate it, no? I think I have prepared here ito. Meron kaming webinar message from our director from where I work right now sa DICT, you know. So it is still loading, kaya hindi nyo pa muna makita. Yeah. You can actually modify, no, if sa presentation, no? Yan. Tapos na mag-load. So, pwede na, so say for example, this is our standby, no, and our director has a message. Now, this is a video actually, and you can loop it, no? Para kung walang nagbabantay, then maglo-loop lang yung video. So while the audience are waiting, they can watch your videos if you have prepared videos. So pwede yan. Ano? That is media source. Okay? So after media source is ang scene. No? So ang scene class is the scenes that you have in your leftmost. No? Pwede siyang mag-display ng a portion or an area sa inyong screen of a certain scene. No? To explain it more, no, para mas makaintindi kayo, punta ako ng closing na scene, no? 'Di ba wala tayong makita since wala tayong edits here except sa standby. What if lagyan ko ng image, no? Locate lang ako saglit ng picture. Yan. So, di ba, that is already our image, no? Meron tayong nilagay na image sa ating closing na scene. Now, pagbalik ko sa standby, if I want an area here na gusto kong ipakita yung closing na scene, all I have to do is to select, of course, the scene na element. No? And papapiliin kayo, is it main lobby? So, these names are the names of the scenes that you have there. Diba? On your left hand, bottom left na scene selection. So, diba, ang in-edit natin is ang closing. So, when I click on that, ayan na, nagpakita na si scene. No? Ilagay ko daw siya dito banda. So, yan na ang ating scene. So, for example, kung palitan ko siya, no? What if, gusto ko siyang gawin na yung isang scene naman, yung main lobby, you can actually hide that first, no? And then, tawag ako ng bagong scene, no? Which is si main lobby. And as you all know, si main lobby is, di ba, wala pang laman. Di ba? Si main lobby, kaya invisible pa siya. So say for example, dagdagan ko ng picture si main lobby, dagdagan ko ng bagong picture. Ano ba? Ito na lang. Yan. Yan ha. Yan ang picture ni main lobby versus itong kay closing na ganito ang picture, no? So, yan. Nagpakita na si main lobby, no? So, ayan class. Ang differences ng dalawa. Okay? Activate ko muna si main lobby. Now, dito na tayo sa text, no? This is the all-important na element ng ating sources, no? Ang text, this is where you can write your text already, no? So, say for example, since this is the standby, no? Pwede natin lagyan ng webinar will start shortly. Please stand by. O, diba? Is nasa standby tayo na scene. So you can select the font, you can change the size, pwede. Change the font color, pwede din. No? So, pwede. You can change the color that will suit your background. No? Yan. Say for example, hindi ko muna i-activate ang ating mga scene. No? So, si webinar will start shortly muna. Ang ating i-activate. So, pwede na siyang i-modify. Now, you can also add filters nga pala, class. No? Say, for example, gagawin ko siyang marquee yung parang sa, parang sa mga balita, di ba? Nagsuscroll siya to the left. No? Pwede niyo yung gawin by doing the following. Right-click on it, and then click on filters, no? So once you're already there sa interface ng filters, click on plus, no, na nasa baba, and then click on scroll, no? So from scroll, you can now adjust the horizontal speed or vertical speed kung pataas man, no? And then you can adjust, no? Does it loop? Pwede din. So as you can see now, di ba, nagsuscroll na ang ating text sa baba. So let me do transition first para mag-reflect siya, no, sa ating live feed. Yan na, di ba? So you can see, nagsuscroll na para na siyang nasa news. Konting effects na lang, di ba? Or background, no? You can do so. Okay? That is for the text. Now, we also have video capture device class, no? Very important din ang video capture device. Ayun. Teka lang. I-off ko muna to. Kita pa ba? Nawala ako I-share ko ulit Stop presenting. You're still with me, class? Ayan. Kita na ba? Yes po. Thank you. Rachel, Paul, Ninya, Nina. Puro mga na ang last Ninya, Nina. Yan. Sige. So balik tayo. Biglang nawala. Ano yan? Intermission number. Very important class ang video capture device kasi ito na yung cameras nyo. No? So for example, you have a camera for your moderator, you have a camera for your speaker, di ba? So video capture device yan, class. And then, so you just have to select the camera class, no? Itong UVC camera ko, ito yung webcam kong gamit ngayon. Meron din tayong HD webcam, no? So, ang HD webcam ko is yung built-in, no? Sa laptop ko na. So, you can click on that. So, the problem now, class, kung bakit hindi siya nagpapakita is because gamit ng camera ko sa Google Meet, no? Sa meeting natin ngayon. So, I'll try na lang to choose my HD webcam. Kahit paano makita. So, di ba, class, kita nyo? Medyo hindi pleasing ang ating built-in na camera sa laptop, no? Kaya, if ever you have funds, let us invest for beautiful cameras. Hindi naman kailangan na DSLR cameras, class. If meron, then good, well and good. Pero if web camera, okay na din ang web camera. So, paano ba to? Kasi ginagamit, I want sana, I want to display a better, gamit ang webcam ko, no? But since ginagamit sa Meet, hindi pwedeng magsabay, so hindi siya magpakita, no? So, let's make do of what is available na lang itong ating web camera na built-in. So, I will also, para sa inyo, class, no? I will also teach you how to make my background transparent. If okay lang sa inyo. If ayaw nyo, okay din naman. Sige. Kasi di ba maganda, say for example, yung nakikita nyo sa, how do you call this, sa mga weather reports ni Mang Tani or ni Kuya Kim sa ABS before, sa TV Patrol, di ba? Para siyang nagiging transparent. And then, nakikita yung parang map ng Philippines and mga bagyo, no? Sige, let's do that exercise today, no? So, gawa lang tayo ng another scene. Say, for example, this scene is weather. Weather report, no? And so, mag-add ako ng image daw wherein pakita natin ang mapa ng Pilipinas na may bagyo, di ba? So, what I will do right now, class, is to make my background transparent, no? But with the help of a very important saglit lamang po at prepare ko siya. Ayan, class, no? So, say for example daw, kita nyo ba? Kita nyo ako, no? So, gagamit tayo ng very important tool na perhaps alam nyo na to. This is our green screen. Okay? So, let me set up, saglit lang, ang ating green screen para mapakita natin kung paano natin i-transparent ang ating